Today we are going to discuss about the physical exercise. Why physical exercise is so important when we are learning meditation. We know that to go into meditation for a longer period, we need a healthy and very stable body. And for that, we have to practice physical exercise because physical exercise helps to detoxify all the toxins from the body and make the body healthy and stable for going into deeper meditation. Let me share my presentation to talk about the physical exercise. The term for physical exercise is asana in yoga tradition. Though today the term yoga is taken in the sense of physical exercise and breathing exercise, but that is very narrow sense of the term. The yoga stands for all those supportive techniques and main techniques to go into deep meditation. So among the supportive techniques, the physical exercise is one. It is very necessary to make our body very healthy, very stable, and very strong to go into the higher level of our consciousness. So let me explain what is the physical exercise according to the various yoga texts. So what is asana? It means what is physical exercise? We have seen three definitions. The first definition tells us Sharirasya Sthiratva Padanam Sthanam. It means the physical exercise is meant for the stability of body. In the second definition, Sthir Sukham Asanam, which is given in Yoga Sutra of Patanjali, and it tells us that the physical exercise is meant for the stability of body and pleasure of mind. Now, the third definition tells us that Kuryatat Asanam Sthiryam Arogyam Cha Angalaghavam. It means that the physical exercise is that which renders stability, health, and lightness of body. And it is a very comprehensive, very inclusive definition of physical exercise. It says that when we practice physical exercise, we get good health, we get stability of our body and minds, and we get also lightness of body so that we can concentrate in meditation for a longer period without bothering about the body or bodily issues. Now, why we have to do these physical exercise? Though from the definitions, it is quite clear that why we are practicing physical exercise, even though we will take in a bird view about the objectives of physical exercise. So the first and foremost important objective of practicing physical exercise is to establish relation or proper coordination among mind, body, and soul. We know that our mind is wandering here and there when we are performing some act, even. So, how mind and body and soul can work together without going into different directions? And if we can do that, we can achieve very high goals by this union of Trinity. There are many sub-objectives behind the practice of physical exercise, and among them, the first is that we want to discipline our body. We want to control our body actions, activities, functions and want to keep them in a normal state, or all the functions should be in a normal way. So for that, we have to practice physical exercise. The second objective is to obtain holistic health. We are just conscious of our physical health, but we have to be very much clear that physical health is not independent. It is connected with the mental health, emotional health, and the spiritual health. So we have to have the holistic approach towards our health, and for that we should be conscious about the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. The physical exercise would help us to obtain such kind of holistic health. Now we would see that the third main objective behind of physical exercise is to rejuvenate all the systems of the body. If we want to keep our systems of body in a proper way, in a normal state, then it is necessary we have to practice physical exercise. Sometimes we sit for a longer period or stand for a longer period and do not care of the systems of body, how they are working. So we have to be very much balanced in our day-to-day working, and we have to take care of all the other different parts of our body which are working together. If one is given overburden and the other one is not taken care of, then it may create some physical problem in long term. The physical exercise is done in all the three positions: lying down posture, seating posture, and standing posture. It depends on the nature of the physical exercise that whether it will be done in lying down posture or sitting posture or standing posture. So you will eventually see what kind of exercise you are doing and what kind of position is required for doing that exercise. Now we have to be very much conscious about the environment when we are doing any physical exercise. The place where we are doing some physical exercise, it must be completely clean, having good amount of fresh air and oxygen, which is very much needed to re-energize, to rejuvenate our body. Second is time. Time is also very important thing to be considered when we are performing any physical act or doing any physical exercise. So early morning is the good time for us because in that time our mind is free of all tensions, worries, stresses, and we are having good physical rest. So the body is ready to do something what we want. And next is empty stomach. When we are doing physical exercise, our stomach must be completely clean. After taking breakfast or meal, we cannot do physical exercise because in that condition, the food may come out of body, mouth. So we have to be very much careful of doing physical exercise in proper time and after either with the empty stomach or after the digestion of food. So we know that in digestion of breakfast, we need at least 1.5 an hour. So we have to practice physical exercise after that. And when we are taking light meal, then we need 3 hours at least to digest. And if we have taken very heavy food, then or heavy diet, then we have to wait for 4 to 5 hours to digest. After that, we can do physical exercise. Movement, it is to be noticed that whenever physical exercise is being done, it must be in a very slow and rhythmic a big form and not with very speed or abruptly. So we can get good results of the exercise. The breathing must be in coherence with exercise, and it is suggested that we have to connect our breathing with each and every step when we have to inhale and when we have to exhale with which step of physical exercise. For that, we have to learn from the text. And next is attention. Mindfulness is prerequisite for all the activities, for all the things whenever we are doing or we are engaging ourselves. So my mindfulness is also very much needed when we are doing physical exercise. If our attention is somewhere else doing while we are doing physical exercise, then also we can be what we say can be bereft of the proper results of the exercise. Condition, feel the movement of each muscles of the body when you are doing any physical exercise, and relaxation is also very important when you complete one physical exercise. Take a pause for 1 or 2 minutes or for a few seconds, and after that you should start another exercise. So in this way you can regain the energy which you have lost in doing the first exercise, and can be re-energized to do the next exercise. So relaxation is also equally important. Now we would see that according to the yoga tradition or Indian tradition, there are 8,400,000 postures, body postures, and they all are mentioned in various yoga texts or in yoga tradition. But it is not necessary that we have to practice all the 8,400,000 exercise or body postures, but we can select according to our need, our problem, and practice them at regular basis, and can be benefited from these exercises. Now, precaution. So there are 3 things which we have to keep in our mind before we start any physical exercise. First, that whenever we are doing any exercise, we should do counter exercise too, so that just not one part of our body is benefited, but the other part of body is also benefited by the counter exercise. So it can make balance and it can give exercise or massage to entire body, to all the systems of body. So counter exercise is also very important to make balance, to give proper exercise to entire body. Second is we should understand our body when we practice physical exercise. There may be that some exercise are not good for someone and some exercise are very good for someone. So we should see that what kind of exercise one needs, and one has to practice that one, which is beneficial for him. Not after heavy meal. So we should not do any exercise after heavy meal, as I have already said, because heavy meal takes almost 4 to 5 hours for digestion. So until it is properly digested, you should not practice any physical exercise. What are the benefits of doing physical exercise? So it is quite clear. There are a lot of researches which are going on or which have already done on different physical exercises. You can search them on internet and can be aware of all those benefits and can practice. So see, what are the benefits? So there are several benefits, but we are just mentioning few of them. So the first is that it balances our blood flow. So blood circulation improves by practicing physical exercise. Negative energy gets released flashing out. It helps to flashing out lactic acid, which is accumulated due to stress or any other reasons in our body. And lastly, it helps to open the channels of vital energy, which is very important for us because all body functions need some kind of energy, and that energy is vital energy which is flowing inside the body. But there may be some blockages in the energy channels. So if we want to flow this vital energy in each and every part and make up our body parts properly functional, then we have to remove all the blockages which are coming in the channels of vital energy. And for that, physical exercise can help us a lot. There are several social benefits of this learning of these physical exercise. So first of all, if we want to make a career in this field, we can easily do that and can earn a lot of money just by teaching these yogas or physical exercise for different problems. So yoga is non-competitive. Anybody can come in this field and can work easily. Everyone can do it and feel good. So it is beneficial for all, from child to old age person. So all people can join this yoga practices. Yoga requires staying in present moment, so our mind can be free of tensions when we are um, doing any kind of physical exercise. It always keeps us in present and not and prevent us to go into past and future. It develops a focus, concentration, and discipline in us. Yoga is practical, no side effects. Of course, evaluation of body is important. We have to be very much careful of our body chemistry, how it works, and what exercise is beneficial and what is harmful for you. Yoga serves as the counterpose to the challenges of modern life. In modern life, we are running after so many things and be so much engaged and busy. Because of that, we are getting so much stress and so many physical problems. So yoga can help us to challenge all those issues of modern life. It helps de-stress and move from fight or flight to creativity and enjoyment. So these are the all very good benefits which we have to take care of and practice physical exercise at regular basis. There are so many researches which are going on in all over the world, especially in the yoga institutes or wherever there is such kind of courses are going on in some universities or other. You will find some researches on the physical exercise. So you can see that how scientific researches are perceiving these physical exercise. So according to scientific studies, when we do physical exercise, then each and every cell is supplied enough amount of oxygen and nutrients. So this is very big benefit. Second is great effect on cardiovascular system. You can see that so many people who had heart trouble, they started this yoga lifestyle and including physical exercise, breathing exercise, morning walk, and some meditation. They are getting cured and they are out of the problem. These physical exercises eliminate toxins, waste elements out of body. They rejuvenate all the bodily systems and give flexibility to our muscles. They are less prone to psychosomatic disease. So it is very important to note all these scientific studies about the physical exercise. You can see that the one research which is done by Dr. Dean Ornish in 1990. Dr. Ornish treated two groups of heart disease patients over 5 years. The first group took medication only, the second took medication and adopted a lifestyle based on yoga principles, incorporating exercise, meditation, diet control, relaxation, and group support. The study, published in the Journal of the American Medical Association in 1997, showed the medication only group had experienced 2.5 times as many heart attacks or deaths in comparison to the yoga lifestyle group. So you can see that how people are coming out of um, these heart problems just by adopting the yoga lifestyle. There is another study which is done by an Australian researcher, Pauline Jensen. He has recently completed a small randomized controlled trial through the University of Sydney. And the study assessed the effects of yoga on boys aged 8 to 13 and diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Once a week, the boys did a gentle form of yoga, which involves postures, breathing exercises, and relaxation. After 20 weeks, she found that the boys doing yoga were less moody, angry, restless, and impulsive than those in the control group. Now we will see there are so many other results also which help us to improve our academic performance. So those results are, for example, when we practice physical exercise, then automatically our decision making skills improve. Our attention span increases, and our communication skills are also improved. Our IQ and social adoption capacity are also increased, and academic achievement is also increased, and hyperactivity decreases. So all these academic benefits or benefits in our academic performance are also very much fascinating and inspire us to give place to physical exercise in our life, in our day-to-day life at regular basis. Now we would see the spiritual perspective about the physical exercise, why the yogis, the meditators, the monks and nuns practice physical exercise every day. So the main perspective or the main purpose of practicing all these physical and breathing exercise by the monks and nuns and the meditators is to accept it as the initial step to start their inner journey. Since they want to go into deeper levels of meditation or deeper levels of our inner or higher consciousness, and for that they need the stability of body and a healthy body. Stable body keeps mind stable. So it is quite clear that if our body is stable, our mind is also stable. A process of self-purification through mind-body purification. So the yogis and the monks and nuns believe that the self-purification starts with the control of our body. To increase tolerance power under uncomfortable situation. So it is also very much needed that we should tolerate some situations which are not under our control. So in that condition, how we can have such kind of tolerance in us, and physical exercise help us to make us more strong, stable, and free of tensions and worries. So yes, according to Jainism, body is the boat to go on spiritual journey. So body is very, very important. Though in a spirituality, we talk about soul and its purification processes, But we know that all the processes start with our body. So body is also a great tool to go ahead into the field of spirituality. So we cannot overlook our physical body, and for keeping our body quite healthy, happy, harmonious, stable, and strong, we should practice physical exercise every day at regular basis and keeping all those what we say precautions in our view, in our mind, and also terms and conditions. Now we would see that we are practicing physical exercise, but there are various other forms of physical exercises which are very much into vogue. People are going for all zim, aerobics, and some other type of activity, karate, etc. But what is the basic difference between these kind of exercises from the physical exercise prescribed in the yoga tradition? So we see that the physical exercise, which is prescribed in yoga tradition, is quite gentle and slow in movement, while aerobics and other such kind of exercises, they are very fast in movement. The physical exercise is done always with long breathing, but in aerobics, etc., we don't find that they have attention towards the breath when they are doing any kind of physical exercise. Physical exercise has effect on our inner hormones, while the aerobics, etc., have the effect on our muscles. Our muscles are getting strong and expanded because of these kind of exercises. So which are not very good for long time. Physical exercise sustain the posture, or it helps to sustain the particular posture for a longer period. While in aerobics, etc., we change our physical posture quickly. We don't live in that state for longer period. And lastly, the holistic and spiritual health is very much important in physical exercise, while in aerobics and other exercises, we find that they are very much concerned about only the physical wellness or physical well-being or physical strength. With these, I would like to conclude my talk on physical exercise, how they are beneficial, and how we can do that kind of exercise. So for doing physical exercise or for practicing various exercises, I have suggested two types of exercises in the course. The first is the small exercises which help us to rejuvenate our small parts of body. And there are some other exercises which help us to rejuvenate or re-energize or detoxify our bigger parts of the body. So just I want to show how you can practice these different exercises at your home when you get good time and good place. So these I'm showing that there is one website and one book. This is the book. You can see here in this particular book, you will find all the small exercises to give massage or exercise to small parts of our body, which are very important. For example, the eye, the ear, the mouth, the brain, etc. So you will find all these exercises in this particular text, and this book text is already posted on the module. Please open the book and take 2 exercise each day, and in this whole week you can practice all the other different exercises which have been given in this particular text with all clear instructions and also indicating all the benefits of different exercise. And there is another website which is also very important to learn about the what to say the exercise which help us to give exercise to our bigger parts of the body. And those exercises are indicated with picture and all instructions on this website, which is known as preksha.com yogasan practices. So you can go to this particular website and can see all these exercises are indicated here. What kind of exercise is good for you? You can just select that one and can see all the instructions regarding that exercise and can practice at your home. So with this, I would say that this physical exercise are very important to keep our body healthy, strong, and stable. Thank you very much for listening to me and for your patience. If you have any question, please share your question through what we say journal activity, and I would try my best to answer to your questions. Thank you. Have a good day.